on, Curtis. More honors are headed your way. In November, you will be inducted into the New York State Baseball Hall of Fame. How good does that sound?
It's amazing. And to think about, you mentioned the brief, the beginning careers in New York. And then I was over there for 8 years in that state. And interesting fact, I started my career in Oneonta, New York, with the Detroit Tigers minor league team. So I've been all around that state in baseball, and to be honored that way is truly an honor and a privilege. So thank you for all those that had a help in making that decision.
Great little nugget you dropped on us there. Thank you. Okay, take us through the chain of events. When did you get the call? Did you know it was coming?
I did not know it was coming. Gentleman that I worked with for a long time, Emil Bodenstein, had a really good relationship with the people at the New York State Hall of Fame, and they reached out and they said, "Hey, what are you doing in November?" And this was in like January of this year. And I go, "November of this year or the previous November?" He goes, "No, November in 2023. I said, "I don't know. I'm not sure. It's a long time, or December of that time of the year." And he goes, "Well, the New York Hall of Fame would like to induct you into their Sports Hall of Fame. They want to see if you can make it." I was like, "Well, absolutely, I'm in." It's just hard for me to know exactly what date. That's just so long, but I penciled it in on the calendar. I have my flight booked. I got my hotel booked, and I'm ready to go and be a part and join a really cool class. I've seen a lot of amazing names on that list, including Darryl Strawberry, which is really cool. So, and they're building the new facility, so I can't wait to see it all in person.
Perfect segue. Yes, they're building a new building, and the ceremonies, they will take place in the state capitol, Albany, New York, on November the 11th. And as you mentioned, the 2023 induction class is pretty impressive, isn't it? Some of the other notables, Darryl Strawberry, as you said, Chris Chambliss, Elston Howard, Roger Maris. Very nice company, Curtis.
It's so funny. When I started playing baseball, these are names that I was fans of, I heard about, my dad was a fan of. And then I got a chance to play at the high level like all of them. And then to be put in the same category in this Hall of Fame, that's part where you got to pinch yourself and go, okay, this doesn't really just happen. Because there's no way I look back and go, okay, someone like Roger Maris who's able to do what he did, or Darryl Strawberry, and as big as he is. Like, I remember the first time I met Darryl Strawberry, and I go, okay, that's a monster up there. And he's like, how do we both play the same game at this level? And I remember Marcus Thames, who got a chance to be a teammate of mine with the Yankees, hitting coach with the Yankees, said the furthest balls he ever saw hit was by Darryl Strawberry. So how am I in that same conversation? I think that's still, just an awesome moment to do and be a part of that class.
Well, that's part of the beauty of baseball. You very much are. And interestingly, you touched on this too. You did spend 4 years as a Yankee. You did go over to the New York Mets for 4 seasons right after. So therefore, I want to ask you, what makes playing in New York both special and different?
Special, no matter if you know baseball or not. New York is the sports media capital of the world. And as I've got a chance to travel all over and try to promote the game, I remember my first time out of the country trying to bring baseball to places like Italy and France and the Netherlands and the UK. And a number of people I kept meeting had the same conversation, goes, okay, I don't know baseball, but aren't the Yankees a team? And for me, that was really eye-opening. That's truly iconic. Those pinstripes and what that organization has done historically is amazing. But then you still have the Mets in the same city, in the same market, and there's just all the attention and all the hype and the number of celebrities on both sides that truly live and die with their team make it so much fun to play there. Now, I'd say the only difficulties of it is, with all that comes high expectations, but that's where you want to be. You want to be playing and be the last 2 teams standing. You want to be in the championship. You want to win. You've dreamt about it as a kid, and these fans in that market definitely want to see it, but it's always on. And I've always said, if you want to hear some of the biggest cheers, it's in New York. But if you want to hear some of the biggest boos, it's also in New York.
Very good.